Welcome to Ultrasonic LLC. Today we're going to clean some exhaust pipes, some brand new pipes that have been cut. They have dirt down inside of them, debris, grease, forming coolants, forming oils. So we're going to stick these down in our baskets. We have a 90-degree part here. This being welded on the bottom, we're going to lay it on its side so we can clean the tube out. We have another tube here. We've kind of cleaned this one already. You can see where it's clean and not. We kind of half cleaned it. We're going to stick it in here also. We're going to put another 90-degree tube in here. You can see it's all dirty also. Okay, we're going to lay them down in there. We have a long tube here that we're going to stick down in here. We're going to set it on an angle here, like that. And this has some polishing rouge on it, where they polished the tube. You can see that's pretty stuck on there, pretty good. So what we want to do is eliminate all the hand cleaning, so a person doesn't have to actually hand clean these parts. We also have some parts that are pretty burn-on stainless steel parts out of exhaust systems that are being refurbished. We'll put that down in there also. And then we have a muffler. So we're going to look at all that. This is pretty clean. It's been polished on, so we're going to stick it down in there. There's some tape here on it. I don't know if it'll take that off. Here we go. We got tape this off there. So now we have a basket loaded up with some parts. We're going to set it down in the machine. I'm going to go ahead and bring the basket to the top. Alright. Now we're going to hit cycle start and we're going to run 3 minutes on cleaning these parts. We'll go ahead and start. As you notice, our timer is ultrasonic and agitation is the same. We're at 3 minutes. When it gets done with the agitation, it's going to go into a filtration mode for 20 seconds and skim all the oil and debris that's on top of the water. So we'll look back up in the top of the tank. And you notice we're actually agitating and oscillating these parts at the same time. I'm going to go ahead and close the lid on this thing to kind of quiet it down a little bit. And we're going to wait 3 minutes here. When it gets ready to do its filtration, I'm going to lift the lid and let you see what that does. Okay, we're getting down to close to about 20 seconds right now. And I'm going to go ahead and open it at 14, 13, 12, 11. Now, when it quits cleaning, it's going to turn the filtration pump on. And we're actually going to push water from this side of the tank over here. And any oils or debris that would be on top of the water, it's going to push over into what we call our small tank or our weir tank. So what that does is anything floating on the water, we're not going to pull that back out of the water through the dirty parts again, through the dirty water. So our clean parts are going to stay clean. So now we're done. We're going to pull this basket out. I'm just going to set it right over here. Like so. And here it's starting to attack the paint to get the paint off of there. We're just about, if you look down on the bottom of that, that's just where the residues land. So if we just come in here and rinse that out, all that comes right out of there. So we would rinse that with like a spray rinse or something like that to get that out of there. But all the oil and all that's gone. And we just about got all the paint off. Actually with compressed air, we would blow all that paint off there. There's one part. Let's look down in our tubes. Again, residue in the bottom. It's just going to lay there until we actually rinse the part out. So if I rinse the part out, there it is. It all came right out of there. Just a little rinse. Now this tube we had on an angle. So I'm going to guess that all that came out. And the reason I didn't have the 90 degrees on the angle is because we could trap air in there and we wouldn't clean the part. All the polishing rouge is gone off the pipe. This thing is like whistle clean. Now you notice on this burn-on stuff, we didn't get that off. It's clean. You can tell it's dry and clean. We have another process. We're going to show you that here in a minute to clean that. Here's the tailpipe from our friends at Fab Speed Motorsport in the USA. And you notice it still has discoloration of where it's been ran or welded or whatever the case may be. And we're going to show you how to clean that also. But the first thing we have to do is get all the dirt and the oil out of it. And look down inside that thing, how clean it is. There's another tube. You notice it was laying flat. You can see a little residue down on the bottom of it. Watch this. Now we're all clean. All the polishing rouge is going on the outside of the pipe from where they polish it. Again, from our friends at Fab Speed. Here's another 90 degree that was laying on its side, and you can see the grit still down there from where they've cut it on both ends. And we're going to rinse this out of here. Now it's all clean. So when the dirt falls off the part, it'll lay inside the part. And the proper way to do it is do a rinse. So we can do a dip rinse in and out of the tank, or you can spray it with water and rinse it out. But that will get all the soap and all the grit and the rest of the debris that's laying down at the bottom of the tube. And here's another part that has been heated up, has turned yellow from heat, basically. It looks like from a used exhaust system. And we're going to show you how to clean this. We can clean this. Okay, thanks for visiting Ultrasonic LLC.